Good morning, Balance. It is Monday, 7:45. Welcome to Athletic Yoga. I'm Stephanie J. It's Monday, June 1st. I can't believe it's the 6th month of the year, but we are now here. So today I'm sporting my Stronger Together Even When Apart crop. And I know many of you got yours too, so hopefully you all have yours in the mail. Today we are going to get back to doing some of our good core strengthening, body strengthening, mobility work that is all with the athletic yoga. Last week was Memorial Day. Hey Maddie. Last week was Memorial Day, so I wasn't teaching, but I'm really excited to be back. Also, great news is with the phase 1 reopening, I was able to start practicing a little bit before that, but as a chiropractor, I have been able to open up as well. So things are moving forward on that front, and hopefully this pandemic continues to go down. All right, so what I want you all to do today, if you want music, feel free to start playing your own, or you can download the Spotify that's up on the playlist there. Make sure that you either have a strap or a block if you tend to use that in your practice. If not, you don't need them. Let's go ahead and head over to our mats. So we're going to go ahead and wake up our shoulders, start off standing. We're just going to go ahead and reach our shoulders forward and up and back. And feel free to let those arms just dangle and move where they do. We're going to do 3 shoulder rolls back, up and back, and then forward, back, up, and forward here, and again, and again. And then we're going to go ahead and interlace our fingers and reach our arms down and reach our arms up and reach those hands up towards the sky. Breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to go ahead and cross that right foot over the left and then stretch over to that left side. You're going to feel a stretch along the ribs here. It looks like this crop top really is a nice midriff here. And we're going to go ahead and rotate the body towards the ground, facing towards the floor, feeling that stretch in the upper back. And all the way to the side, all the way up. And then let go of those hands, uncrossing the feet. Then interlace your fingers the other way, the way it feels strange. And reach those arms down and up. Shoulders by the ears, deep breath in. And exhale. And then crossing that left foot over the right. And stretch over to that right side, stretching through the left side of the body, and then turning it facing towards the ground, feeling that stretch migrate to the top of the back, and then all the way back to the side, all the way up, uncrossing those hands and uncrossing those feet. And then from here, you're going to go ahead and interlace those fingers behind you, and you're going to bend your knees, and you're going to rest your chest on your thighs, and just let the head drop and let those arms drape back behind you. And keeping your knees bent right here. Hamstrings first thing in the morning tend to be pretty tight unless you've done some warm up before this. And let go of the neck, nod the head yes, shake the head no. And then let go of those arms down towards the ground. Hold on to those elbows, nod the head yes, shake the head no. Wiggle out the upper body. And then let go of those elbows, hands down to the mat, and bend your knees and move yourself all the way down to seated. And you're going to go ahead and sit here. You're going to sit with your right leg crossed in front of your left. And you're going to go ahead and hold on to those knees. And you're going to go ahead and let yourself slouch back, chin to the chest, rounding the back. And then breathing in, pressing those wrists into the knees. Keep those elbows straight, gaze up, opening up the spine. And then exhale, chin to the chest, knees, lean back, breathe out. And breathing in, pressing those wrists into the knees, gaze up, pressing in, elbows straight. And then sit up nice and tall and bring the chin to the chest and roll your head to the right. Do a nice full circle. Remembering it's important to warm up every joint of the body, and we have so many. And go ahead and let your body move forward, using your hands to walk yourself forward, feeling the stretch in the hips. If you can fold all the way in half at this point, go right ahead. I'm only going this far because that's as far as I can go right now. Take a breath in and exhale. Let the neck drop, tucking the chin, breathing in and exhale. Coming all the way up. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So left foot in front of the right. Go ahead and bring the hands to the knees, and again, chin to the chest. Flexing the spine, lean back. Breathing in, press those wrists into the knees, gaze up. And exhale again, leaning back. And breathing in, pressing those wrists into the knees, gazing up. And sit up nice and tall. And bring the chin to the chest. And roll the head to the left. Slow circle. All the way around. And then gazing straight ahead. And then let yourself start to move forward. Feeling the left hip. Feeling the tightness. And just accepting where your body is at this moment. Take a breath in. And exhale. And if you can sink down deeper, go ahead. But no need to push yourself right now. We're just slowly lengthening out the muscles, whether they're sore from working out or tight from not working out. All right, go ahead and push yourself all the way up here. Go ahead and let's move forward and on to all fours. All right, so the hands are going to be directly underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and we're going to move into our cat-cow. So we're going to begin by pressing through the mat, letting the head hang, tucking that tailbone under. Exhale. And breathing in, moving into your cow, tail up, gaze up, breathing in. And again, pressing into your cat, pressing through the hands, head drops, tail drops. And then moving back into your cow, tail up, gaze up. And one more time, tilting your head down, pressing through those hands. Exhale. And then moving yourself into cow, gaze up, tail up. And then back to all fours. We're moving to our flat back here. Let's move into our bird dog. So you're going to reach that right arm forward and make a fist with the hands and keep the shoulder down or shoulder out by the ear and stretch that right foot back and flex the foot and reach that fist and that heel opposite. Stretch, and then you're going to exhale, bring everything in, contracting the abs and breathing in, stretching that arm out, fist, heel stretches back, and exhale. And one more time, we're just going to do 3, and exhale, and back to all fours. And same on the other side, left arm out, making a fist with the hand, and stretching that right foot out, reaching that heel back, stretch, and exhale, everything in, breathing in, stretch, and exhale, woo, and breathing in one more time, and exhale, back to all fours. Go ahead and tuck the toes under, pick up the knees, and push yourself into a down dog. Reaching those heels down towards the ground, palms to the mat, rise up onto the toes and heels down. And again. And then pedaling out the feet, bending one knee and then the next. Wake up those toes and those heels. And go ahead and roll yourself into a plank. And stay here for just a moment, rocking forward and back, side to side. And roll yourself in a circular direction one way, and then in the other, feeling the wrists out. And then go ahead and lower all the way down onto your belly. And bringing yourself forward, elbows underneath the shoulders, palms flat on the ground. And from here, you're just going to go ahead and pull the ground towards you, breathing in. And exhale. And again. And exhale. I think the allergies are returning here. Go ahead and bring yourself down. Go ahead and bring the hands under the shoulders. push yourself into a child's pose, sitting down onto your feet, reaching the arms forward, and use the mat to push yourself away so you can sink down between the knees. And breathe in and exhale. And let's go ahead and stay here for a few more moments, setting your intention for class. Taking deep breaths in, allowing yourself to start to focus on the body. There's a lot going on everywhere, a lot of energy. This morning, spend some time to focus on recharging the body and working on the mind, just bringing breath to nourish everything that is going on. I will continue reading on, as I have in previous weeks, a little bit from my Yoga as Self-Transformation article that I did not write, but that I love, written by Joel Kramer. So continuing your deep breathing, pushing the mat away from you with your hands, breath in, filling up the lungs, and exhale. Sometimes scattered or agitated, you're off in different directions at once. Yet other times, you may also have great energy and be very focused and calm. Yoga involves learning to generate energy and also to focus it into different parts of your body. This enables you to break through physical and psychological blocks, increasing energy, which allows new interest to come into your life. At any instant, the quality of your life is directly related to how interested you are in it. Now, the next breath, go ahead and push yourself all the way up to a seated position. And then go ahead and bring yourself forward, back to all fours. Tuck those toes under, pick up the knees, and push yourself back into a down dog. Rising up onto the toes, reaching those heels down, and rising up again, and heels down. And from here, you're going to go ahead and bend the knees, and you can either step or hop between the hands. And then go ahead and let the body drop down, tucking the chin. Holding on to the elbows, nod the head yes, shake the head no, and wiggle the body out. Go ahead and let go of those elbows, and go ahead and bend the knees and move yourself all the way down until you're seated. We're going to go ahead and roll onto our backs and bring those heels down to the mat, hands by the heels. And from here, we're going to go ahead and reach those hands towards the front of the room so much the body comes up. Imagine you're touching the front of the room. Oh, did it get back on? Okay, great. We're going to do some heel taps here. We're going to reach forward with that right hand, try to touch the heel, and then the left, and again, and 6, 8, 10, might lose track here, I often do, 12, nope, that was 14, 16, 18, 20, and go and put the hands behind the head, knees to the chest, and go ahead and reach that, you're going to reach your right shoulder to that left knee here. It won't actually touch, but you can attempt it, and switching sides, and 4, 6, 8, 10, we'll do a total of 20, 14, 16, 18, 20. Bring those knees to the chest, roll yourself all the way up, and then hold on to those ankles. And finding your pose here, if you want to straighten the legs, if you're feeling that mobility today, go ahead. I'm going to bend my knees because if I'm not holding on to them, it's going to be a lot more difficult. I can try, but I'm going to keep them bent for the next exercise. And what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to lengthen the body and the legs all the way down. And then we're going to come all the way back up to our boat. We're going to do that a total of 5 times. So let's go ahead and do that again. Round 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. And then go ahead and bring those feet down, roll up onto your feet, rocking forward, wake up those Achilles, and then straighten the body up. You can take a step back if you want, let go of the head, Hold on to the elbows, nod the head yes, shake the head no. Let go of those hands, bring them back down to the mat, and bend the knees a step or hop into a plank. Let's go ahead and move through our first vinyasa. So we're going to lower down into our chaturanga, and up dog, and then back into our down dog. Rising up onto the toes and heels down. So finding our down dog again, let's go ahead and pick up our right leg, and first keep those hips square with the ground, heel reaching up towards the sky. And then you're going to open up the hips some more. You're going to keep that leg reaching up as high as you can, trying to keep those shoulders square, square hands with the mat and let the head drop. Bending the knee, trying to kick the butt with the heel, reaching that leg back. And then straighten that leg up towards the sky. You can keep it up or bring it down, and we're going to go ahead and move through our vinyasa. So we're going to go into our plank, chaturanga, up dog, and back into our down dog. And reaching to the other side, picking up that left leg, keeping the hips square at first, seeing what that feels like in the hips and in the hamstrings. And then opening up that leg some more, opening up the hip. And again, trying to keep those shoulders square. And then trying to kick the butt with the heel, pushing the mat away from you. And then reaching that leg up towards the sky, keeping that leg high or bringing it to down dog as you then move through your vinyasa to your plank, chaturanga, up dog, and back into your down dog. Rising up onto those toes, heels down. Go ahead and walk your hands back down to your feet. Holding on to those elbows, nod the head yes, shake the head no. Wiggling out the body. And then walking the hands back out to your down dog. From here, let's go ahead and move into our plank again. Move down to your chaturanga. Let's go into our up dog. And hang here for just a moment. And know that you're not crunching in the lower back, but you're supporting the lower back by keeping your abdominals engaged. And breathing in. And exhale. And then go ahead and push yourself back to a down dog. Walk yourself back to your feet. And from here, go ahead and bend the knees and wrap the hands behind the knees. Let the head drop, straighten the legs, and try to pull yourself into a deeper forward fold. Breath in. And then as you exhale, let go of those arms. Let those hands walk yourself back out to a down dog. From here, let's work a little bit more on our core. So we're going to go ahead and reach that right leg up towards the sky as high as you can. And then from here, you're going to bend that right knee forward all the way until it touches that left elbow. Then you're going to reach that leg long behind you. And then comes forward, touches that left elbow. And leg long, and we're going to go right, left twice more each side. Breathing in as the leg is high, exhale as the leg comes forward. Breathing in, exhale. One more. Leg high and stays up or down dog as you move through the vinyasa. Back to your down dog. And other leg. Left leg high, reaching up as high as you can. And then bending that left knee forward until it touches that left elbow. Leg high and right elbow. And again, high, left, and right. And twice more, or once more each side. And again, leg high, and now it stays up or down dog as you then move through your vinyasa. Up dog, back to your down dog. Again, rising up onto those toes and heels down. Let's roll ourselves into our plank. Let's go ahead and bring our knees down to the mat. And from here, we're going to go ahead and thread our needle. So we're going to go ahead and reach our right arm up towards the sky, reaching up as high as you can, and thread the needle through the left hand and the left knee, reaching until your head and shoulder rest on the ground, feeling the stretch in the back. And then from here, you can reach that left arm up overhead, lengthening the side of the body. finding your breath. With the option of moving into the bind, with that arm coming all the way up and reaching behind you. Reaching for the leg behind you to help open up the chest. And finding your breath. And then coming back to all fours. Moving to the other side, reaching that left arm up, and then threading the needle through that left side, reaching until the head and shoulder rest on the ground. Using that right hand to push into the mat to open up the back. And then bringing the arm up overhead. And finding your breath, continuing to breathe. And exhale. And then reaching your arm up and moving into the bind. Reaching the arm behind you onto the leg, opening up the shoulder. And then releasing out of this and coming back onto all fours. Let's go ahead and tuck the toes under. Pick up the knees and push yourselves into a down dog. From here, let's go ahead and rise up onto those toes and heels down. Bend the knees and step or hop between the hands into your forward fold. Hold on to those elbows, nod the head yes, shake the head no. Wiggle out those arms. And then bend the knees, drop the head, and roll yourself all the way to standing. And then from here, coming to the front of your mat, we're going to go ahead and move through our sun salutations with breath. And so you're going to start with your feet parallel, and they can be touching or they can be slightly apart. And you're going to bring your hands to your heart. And first you're going to find your neutral here. So feeling each foot firmly on the ground. Each foot from the heel to the ball of the foot. And press through the ground. Really push the ground away and start to feel the lengthening in the front of your hips. Feel the lengthening in your hamstrings. And as you press down, the shoulders should drop away, and you lengthen up through the spine, and the ribs relax. And let's go ahead and move through our sun salutation with breath, starting with the breath in, and exhale. Breathing in, reaching those arms down and up, and exhale, hands to the heart. Breathing in, arms up. And exhale, forward fold all the way down, tucking the chin, breathing in, gazing up halfway, and exhale all the way down. On the next inhale, pick up that right leg and move it behind you into a lunge. Then you're going to exhale to a down dog. On the next inhale, go ahead and bend those elbows and move into your up dog. And exhale, down dog. Breathing in, right leg forward into a lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Breathing in, arms up. And exhale, hands to your heart. And finding your parallel, pressing through the ground, lengthening up through the head. Breath in. Exhale. Breathing in, arms up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Breathing in, arms up. And exhale, forward fold all the way down. Breathing in, gazing up halfway. Exhale all the way down, tucking the chin. Breathing in, pick up that left leg, move it behind you into a lunge. Exhale into a down dog. Breathing in, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Breathing in, left leg forward lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Breathing in, arms up. And exhale, hands to the heart. And again, finding your neutral. We're going to go through one more time each side, a little bit faster to challenge the body and the mind. Breath in, exhale, breathe in up into the heart. Breathe in up again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. and back down. Inhale, pick up that right leg, bring it behind you into a lunge. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lunge forward. Exhale, forward fold. Breathing in, arms up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Breath in. Exhale, breathe in up. Into the heart. Breathe in up again. And exhale, forward fold. Breathe in halfway up. And exhale, down, tucking the chin. Pick up that left leg. Move it behind you into a lunge. Exhale into a down dog. Breathe in, up dog. Exhale, down. Breathe in, bringing that left leg forward again. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, up. And hands to the heart. Then just go ahead and bring your hands down to the sides. You're going to bring your chin to the chest. Roll yourself all the way down. All the way to your forward fold. Feeling your hamstrings. And from here, just tucking the chin down. And go ahead and bend the knees and take the hands and put them underneath the feet with the toes at the wrist creases. And again, tucking that chin under and then stepping into the hands, trying to straighten those legs. And with those arms, pull yourself down into a deeper fold. The hamstrings might still be tight, but they're warmer than the beginning of class. And just notice the lengthening and the change. Go ahead and bend the knees, take the hands out from underneath the feet. Go ahead and walk those feet together so that they're parallel and touching. And from here, you're going to bend your knees and move yourself into your chair. And with your feet touching, your knees can touch. Reaching those arms up. And building the heat in this pose. One more breath. Bringing the hands to the heart. Then we're going to rotate to the right. Bringing that left elbow onto the knee. Using that as leverage for the twist. And with this pose, that left knee is going to want to come forward. Try your best to keep it even. Open up those arms, breath in. And then releasing to your forward fold and tucking the chin. And breath in and exhale. And again, moving into your chair, bending your knees, reaching those arms forward, pressing those knees together, reaching those arms up. Building more heat, hands to the heart, and rotate to the other side, bringing that right elbow onto the knee. Again, try not to let that right knee come up, trying to keep it even. Opening up the arms, and then releasing to your forward fold, tucking your chin. From here, let's go ahead and move into our plank. So you're going to bend your knees, and you're going to step or hop into plank. And from here, just hang out for a moment. We're going to take 5 deep breaths. Breathing in and exhale. Now the next couple breaths, if you want to just rock forward and back, you can. Breathing in and exhale. You can go side to side. 3rd time, breathing in. Exhale. 4th time, moving in a circular direction one way. Breathing in. And exhale. In other direction, breathing in. And exhale. Let's lower into our chaturanga. And push up. And chaturanga vinyasa. So up dog, back into your down dog. Rising up onto the toes and heels down. Feeling the hands firmly against the mat. Push the mat away from you, finding your down dog more now that the body's warm. Reaching those heels down towards the mat, pushing the mat away from you, letting the head drop. Reach those hips up. Breath in and exhale. And 2 more just like that. Breathing in. Exhale, pushing the mat away. Breathing in, exhale, and moving through the vinyasa. And depending on where you are in the city, going through your chaturanga, up dog, and back to the down dog. It's important to be aware of everything going on around you. You may be hearing all the sirens of the day going outside your room, outside your building. And it's to be aware of everything that is. And not to dismiss sounds that you hear or to ignore, but to hear them. Breath in and breathing out as it's part of everything moving through you today. And into your plank, let's go ahead and move through our vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, and back to your down dog. From here, let's go ahead and lift that right leg, reach it up as high as you can, reach it up towards the sky, pushing the mat away from you. And then you're going to go ahead and bend the knee to the chest all the way forward. Let's move into our warrior one. From here, let's go ahead and move into our humble warrior. Let's reach those arms out to the side. Interlace your fingers behind you. Open up the chest. Reaching those hands down. And then as you exhale, moving yourself onto the inside of that leg. Letting the head hang, keeping those hands interlaced, head drops. Breath in and exhale. Releasing out of this, find yourself into a plank. And let's go ahead and move through our vinyasa with the push-up. So chaturanga, push-up, and then move through your vinyasa. Rising up onto the toes and heels down. Reaching that other leg, reaching that left leg up as high as you can, pushing the mat away from you. Knee to the chest all the way forward and moving into your warrior one. So back legs turned out about 45 degrees. Front knees bent, facing forward, reaching those arms out to the side, interlace those fingers behind you. Open up the chest, reaching those hands down. And then moving on to the inside of the leg, letting the head drop, arms reach overhead, breath in, exhale, and one more time. And as you exhale, let go of those arms. Let's find ourselves into a plank. And we're going to go ahead and move through our vinyasa with the push-up. So moving into your chaturanga, and push up, and moving through. Up dog, back to the down dog. Rising up onto those heels, or rising up onto those toes, and heels down. From here, let's go ahead and take another deep breath into the down dog. Exhale, and then go ahead and reach that right leg up towards the sky as high as you can. Open up the hip again this time, flexing the heel, flexing the foot, squaring those shoulders off to the front of the room, really pushing the mat away as the body starts to warm up and loosen up. Reach those toes up towards the sky, knees to the chest, knee to the chest, all the way forward and into your warrior one. Back leg turned out about 45 degrees, shoulders square with the front. See if you can sink down just a little bit more. Open out to your warrior two. Shoulders open up a little bit more, reaching those arms and those fingers, release the shoulders down. Try to broaden the chest and broaden the back. Moving into your reverse warrior, up turning that front hand, reaching up and behind you. And breathing in and exhale. And then back into your warrior two. See if you can sink down a little bit more. Straightening that front leg. Let's move into our triangle. So shifting those hips back, reaching forward with the arms and rotating the body. Keeping those shoulders stacked, facing towards the front of the room here. With that option of that half bind, that top arm bending and moving behind you, reaching for that leg. Finding your breath. And exhale. And then let's move into our extended angle here. So we're going to go ahead and bend our right knee and place our right elbow on the knee, long left side. Really reaching from the fingertips to the heel and keeping those shoulders stacked, facing the side of the room. And then you can stay here, you can pick up that bottom arm, or you can move into that bind with that top arm bending behind you, and you're reaching for the hand. Finding your breath, one more breath in, and then releasing out of this, moving into a lunge, lowering that left knee down to the mat, and bringing that arm, that right arm on the inside of that right foot. And then staying here, or if you want to start to move down to one elbow or both, you can, or you can move on to a block. I'm finding myself tight this morning, so I'm just going to stay on one elbow, and I'm bringing that knee out as I feel the stretch change along the inside of the leg, and that's okay to move in these poses and find the areas that are sticky on you and focus on those spots, because that's what's important right now, is finding the areas of your body that need attention and give it attention. Okay, and then coming up slightly out of this, we're going to move into our pigeon. So we're going to bend our right knee, and we're going to straighten ourselves up. And if you want to use a block, I'm going to use a block today because it feels a little tight. And I'm going to put it underneath my hip here, underneath my butt. It'll help me find my alignment. And then I can keep my shoulders and my body a little more square. And I'm going to stay right here. If you have more mobility, start to lower down further. Actually, I might be able to lower down onto my elbows today. And you're going to find in this pose that you're going to hold and grip. So what I want you to do is take a breath in, and then as you exhale, see if you can let go just a little bit. Let go 20%. Breath in. Let go 20%. That includes the toes and the fingers and the face. And again, letting go. And one more breath in. And again, sinking down. Really let go all of the body. See what you can get. And then come all the way up out of this. You can take the block away. Work yourself into a nice strong plank here. And we're going to go through a vinyasa with 2 push-ups. So go down to your chaturanga, push up, and again. And then moving through that vinyasa. Rising up onto those toes and heels down. We're going to go ahead and move into the other side. So you're going to go ahead and lift that left leg. Reach it up as high as you can. And then from here, you're going to go ahead, you can bend the knee and flex the foot if you want. But you're going to straighten that leg all the way up. Square the shoulders off at the front of the room. Knee forward, all the way into your warrior one. So sinking down into this pose, back legs turned out about 45 degrees. And reaching forward or reaching down with this pose, squaring the shoulders off to the front of the room. And then open out into your warrior 2 and sinking down more. Back leg turns out just a little bit more. Reaching those arms forward and relaxing down as you broaden the chest out. Upturning that front hand, let's move into a reverse warrior. Reaching up and behind you. Taking a breath in and exhale. Then back into your warrior 2, sinking down a little bit more, straightening that front leg. You're going to bring that back leg maybe in a little bit closer, shifting the hips back, reaching those arms forward, moving into your triangle. You really want to open up the chest, reaching that hand high, facing towards the side of the room. You can move into that half bind so that top arm bends behind you and reaches for the front of the leg. Breath in and exhale. And one more. And exhale. Let's move into our extended angle. So bending that left knee and placing that left elbow on it. Long right side from the fingertips down to the heel. And again, keeping your body facing towards the side of the room. None of this just leaning on the shoulder here or leaning on the elbow. And then you have the options here of just picking up that bottom arm or moving yourself into that bind so that top arm bends behind you and you reach underneath, reaching for that bind. Breath in, exhale, and then releasing out of this, let's move to lunge, lowering that right knee down, and then go and bring that left arm on the inside. And what does this side feel like for you today? Start to lower down further. I can make it to 2 elbows, almost. Again, sinking down in this pose. Find your breath. And one more, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and take a block. We're going to go ahead, or not, we're going to move into our pigeon. So we're going to bring our left leg, bring it in a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and preemptively use a block here because that's how my body is behaving today. So squaring the body off with the front of the room, back leg straight, shoulders square here. Start to lean forward, and you should start to feel it underneath the leg, underneath the hip. Staying on the hands or letting yourself go further. And then notice where you're gripping and let go. And that's hard. Let go of the back of the neck. And then remember to breathe. Breath in and exhale. And again. And then let go of the fingers and the toes. Breathing in. Let go of the hip. Let go of those glutes that are trying to resist you. And let go of the neck. And one more. And as you exhale, let's go ahead and take that block out if you used it. Let's work ourselves into a nice strong plank. And we're going to go ahead and move through a vinyasa with the double push-up. So lower down and up and again. And last one into the up dog and back to the down dog. Rising up onto those toes and heels down. And again, rising up onto those toes and heels down. From here, let's go ahead and stay in our down dog for just a moment here. You're going to, again, push the mat away from you, reach those heels down, reaching the hips up, and feel the lengthening of the hamstrings. Breath in and exhale. One more. And exhale. And then go ahead and lift that right leg up, reaching it towards the sky. Knee to the chest, all the way forward. Let's find ourselves in our warrior one. And then from here, let's go ahead and bring that back leg in a little bit closer. Let's go ahead and move into a reverse prayer. We're holding on to the elbows. So again, reverse prayer, the hands are together, or you can hold on to the elbows. So with the right leg forward, both legs are going to be straight. Right leg forward, straight ahead, back leg turned out slightly. And then keeping those hips and shoulders square to the front. And you're going to go ahead and hinge at the hips and keeping those legs straight. Be careful that you're not swaying back. Both hips stay square and let yourself fold all the way down. And then let go of the chin. And breath in. Exhale. Let go of those hamstrings. Breath in. And breathing out. Allow yourself to come all the way up. From here, we're going to move into our warrior three. So you're going to let go of those arms. You're going to go ahead and bend that front knee. Reach those arms forward. Back leg comes up. That left leg comes up. You're going to try to keep those hips square and parallel to the ground. Shoulders parallel to the ground. We're going to move into our half moon. So you're going to bring that left hand to the hip, reaching that right hand towards the ground, opening up the hips some more. So you might want to hold on to the ground or find a block or a book. And then you're going to go ahead and move yourself back into your warrior three, really challenging the balance today. Squaring the body off with the ground. We're going to move into our eagle. So coming all the way up. That left leg's going to brush forward. It's going to cross in front of the knee, and the foot's going to wrap around. Arm's going to come down, left arm underneath the elbow until the hands meet. And then here in eagle, you're going to sink down and reach those arms up. Breath in. And then as you exhale, you're going to stand up. You're going to shake out that left leg. That calf is always going to get tight with that action. And then go ahead and come over to, let's come to the back end of the mat. Let's go ahead and reach our chin to our chest, roll ourselves all the way down, roll ourselves back into a plank, and let's move through the vinyasa, but with 2 push-ups again. So down, up, and move through the vinyasa, and now we're going to pick up that other leg, left leg up nice and high, knee to the chest all the way forward into your warrior one. Then from here, go ahead and bring that back leg in closer, both legs straight. Front leg is straight ahead, back leg at an angle. Bringing your hands behind you into reverse prayer, or hold on to those elbows. And then go ahead and hinge at the hips. And again, don't let that back leg or that back hip open up. You want to keep those hips square to the front, all the way down. And let the head drop, chin drops. And breath in. And exhale. And again. And exhale. And one more. Coming all the way up. And you're going to let go of those hands. Let's go ahead and move into our warrior three. So you're going to bend that front knee, that left knee, and the back leg comes up. Making your body parallel with the ground, trying to keep those hips parallel with the ground. Then when you're ready, moving into your half moon. So reaching down with that left hand as that hip opens up. And maybe you want to touch the ground, or you want to bring a block or something in between your hand and the floor. And then moving back into your warrior three, challenging that balance. Then moving into your eagle, so that left or that right leg reaches forward, and then crosses in front of the knee, and the toes wrap around. Right arm underneath until the hands meet, and then sinking down in the foot and reaching up in the hands and the arms. Finding your breath. And as you exhale, let go. Let's go ahead and shake out that leg that's been standing. Work it out there. How are we doing on time? The class is going by fast today. Okay, so I really want to do tree. So we're going to do tree as well. I know we're doing 2 more balancing poses, but it's good for us. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to stand on our right leg. We're going to pick up our left, and we're going to press that foot into the leg into the foot. So there's a lot of energy between the foot and the leg here. And that standing leg, press it into the ground, lengthening through the head. And on the next breath, reaching those arms up, rooting your foot down through the earth, and opening up your arms, channeling in energy. Finding your breath. Be strong and calm. And find your strength in the standing leg. And then release down. and shake everything out. Let's do the other side. So standing on that left foot, go ahead and pick up that right leg and pressing the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot. And really think of like the foot's trying to push your leg over and the leg's trying to push your foot over. And the standing leg is pushing the earth down away from you. It'll help you find your balance, find your tree as you root down, reaching those arms up. And then you can open up. You can bring your gaze up, challenging your balance some more. Breath in. Exhale. And again. And exhale. And reaching down, shaking out the legs. All right, so coming to the front end of the mat, let's go ahead and reach those arms out and up. And exhale, forward fold all the way down, tucking the chin. Gaze up halfway and back down. Let's go ahead and bend the knees and step or hop into plank. Let's go ahead and move through our vinyasa. Chaturanga, up dog, and back to the down dog. From here, let's go ahead and lift our right leg, reach it up towards the sky. Go ahead and bend the knee, flex the foot. And again, one more time, reaching, trying to kick the butt, squaring the shoulders off to the front of the room. Then pointing those toes again, we're going to flip the dog. So you're going to keep reaching behind you until the foot comes down, opening up into a version of the wheel, breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to go ahead and reach towards the opposite corner of the mat, and that's what helps control bringing the leg up. And you're going to bring the leg through the other way, knee to the chest as it moves through, open up the body, and then back around. Leg stays high or down dog as you then move through your vinyasa. Back to your down dog. And then making sure your blocks and props are out of the way for the other side. Bringing that left leg up, reaching it high, bending the knee, trying to kick the butt, flexing the knee, flexing the foot, equal weight in the hands, pushing everything away. And then pointing those toes and reaching behind you. And then moving into the wheel, breath in. And then as you exhale, reaching towards the opposite corner of the mat. And that helps with the control as the leg comes up. And then bringing the knee to the chest, bringing it through to the other side, opening up. And then back around, leg comes up. And stays high or down dog as you then move through your vinyasa. Up dog, back to the down dog. Then move yourself back into a plank and lower onto your belly. And then bring your hands to your sides, one cheek to the mat, bending the knees, feet go side to side, windshield wiper, and turn the head and face the other way. And then lengthening those legs out along the mat, chin to the mat. From here, let's go ahead and reach towards the back of the room with those fingers and those toes. And that's what brings you up, reaching and back down and release. And again, reaching with those fingers and toes. Reach, reach, and down. Reset. And again, reaching with those fingers and toes. A little bit further, all the way down. Hands under the shoulders. Push yourself into a child's pose again. So knees nice and wide, just allowing yourself to sink down into the ground between the knees. Breath in and exhale. And again, exhale. And a few more on your own. Okay, and then pushing yourself all the way up to seated. All right, so we're going to go ahead and swing those legs out in front of us. We're going to go into our seated forward fold. So our legs together, feet flexed. You're going to reach up with those hands, Try to touch the ceiling with those fingertips, and you're gonna make the longest arc possible with those hands. So reaching up and over, and then reaching towards the feet, and pull yourself down, chin to the chest, pull down. Breath in, keeping the chin tucked, and reach down. The body's warmer. Breath in, and exhale. And release those arms, but stay in the forward fold. And relax. And again. And relax. Coming all the way up. Let's see, let's go ahead and move through this. Let's go ahead and pick up that right leg, holding on to the foot, putting the foot at the wrist crease, or putting that right foot in that left elbow crease, and you're gonna hold on to the leg and just pull that leg into you, feeling nice stretch here in the hip. Push the foot into the elbow and the elbow into the foot, into your body and away. And then let that foot cross over, hugging the knee to the chest. And as you hug in, lengthening through the spine, reaching that right hand behind your back, behind your spine, pointing that front toe. And then release out of this and move into a single leg forward fold, reaching over that left leg. And you can stay reaching towards this leg, or you can move into that bind, reaching those arms around, chin down, pulling yourself deeper into the pose. Breath in and exhale. Releasing out of this other side, straightening that right leg. Pick up the left leg and holding onto the foot, put it at the wrist crease or into the elbow crease of that right elbow. Hugging the leg to you and feeling that stretch around in the thigh, in the back of the leg, pulling that leg towards you. Push the foot into the elbow, elbow into the foot, up and down. And then go and let that foot cross over, hugging the knee to the chest. Reach that left hand behind you, lengthening through the spine, pointing that straight foot. And then go ahead and bring the foot on the inside, forward fold, single leg, pulling down, chin down, or moving in to that bind. Let's see. You wanted to tell me I have low power mode. So finishing up, releasing out of this. Let's go ahead and roll onto our backs, hugging our knees to our chest, rocking side to side. Lengthening that left leg out along the mat, straightening that right leg up towards the sky. Bring it towards the body. Opening the leg out to the side. Just opening through the hips today. Ranges of motion, and then crossing the leg over into a nice twist. Breath in. Exhale. One more breath. And as you exhale, rolling onto your backs. Switching sides. Right leg straight on the mat, straightening that left leg up. Bring it to your body. And going through the motions for the hip, opening the leg out to the side. Breath in. And then crossing that leg over to the opposite side into a twist. Breath in. Exhale. And one more. And then rolling onto your backs, both knees to the chest. Then bringing the feet down, feet mat width apart, knees bent, knees meet in the middle. Let those knees flop over to one side and the other side. Assisting in letting go of the body and the mind. for just a few more minutes. And straightening those legs out along the mat. Feet mat width apart. Place the hands under the head. Lengthen the neck. Gentle distraction. Let the head drop down. Hands to your sides. Palms up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale and sigh your body into the ground. Feel the footprint that it makes with the earth. And feel how with every inhale, followed by the exhale, that the exhale deepens the footprint your body makes with the earth. Relaxing through the shoulders and the fingers, from the hips to the toes and the face. Focusing on the breath, on the belly as it rises with the inhale, falls with the exhale. And a few more breaths with this focus on the breath and the belly. And I will finish up the passage from the beginning of class. Yoga involves far more than either having or developing flexibility. Being able to do complicated postures doesn't necessarily mean you know how to do yoga. The essence of yoga is not attainments, but how awarely you work with your limits, wherever and whatever they may be. The important thing is not how far you get in any given pose, but how you approach the yogic process, which in turn is directly related to how your mind views yoga. And on the next inhale, go ahead and start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. And slowly turn the head side to side. Breathing in, reaching up and roll over onto one side. And then on the next inhale, rolling yourself all the way up to a seated position. And bringing your hands to your heart and honoring your body for the movement it gave you today, the movement it will give you for the rest of the day and for all of the week. Namaste. Thank you all for taking this Monday morning's class. I'll be here every Monday morning for the foreseeable future virtually from 7:45 to 8:45. If you have any questions, then go ahead and send me something in the comments. But I look forward to seeing you guys next Monday, and I hope you have a great week.